Okay, now this is pretty wild. Or, no, not wild. It's stars. Haha, we're not talking about Minnesota, we're talking about Dallas here. Because it appears that we have ourselves a trade between the New York Rangers and the Dallas Stars. It is defenseman Nils Lundkvist, who had been reportedly asking for a trade, not willing to report to Rangers camp, and wanting to get a new opportunity elsewhere, going over to Dallas in exchange for a 2023 conditional first-round pick, and a conditional fourth-round pick as well. Big shout-out to Shayna, it was actually her who went out there and did this trade, or not the trade itself, but the trade announcement first on Twitter. We also had Larry Brooks of the New York Press going out there saying, Nils Lundkvist to Dallas for a top 10 protected 2023 first-round pick. It's confirmed if the top 10 pick rolls over to 2024 without restriction, there could be another component coming over to the Rangers, and that is indeed the fourth. So, pretty much, the Rangers ended up trading away Nils Lundkvist, a guy whom we've had so many conversations about over the past few days, who had been very verbally expressant of his departure, or his wanting to leave, and they get a first for this guy? A first and a fourth? I get it, the first is top 10 protected, but then again, if it's a top 10 pick in 2023, that in which the Dallas Stars get, and the first-round pick rolls over to 2024, there is no restriction if it becomes a 2024 first-round pick, meaning that if the Dallas Stars crap the bed for 2 years in a row, the Rangers could be getting themselves a pretty good pick, depending on how bad the Dallas Stars end up playing, but of course, I don't want to go out there and get my hopes up too high just right yet. It's actually really interesting to me taking a look at how the Rangers were able to pull this off, because this guy had been involved in so many other trade discussions in the past with JT Miller and the Montreal Canadiens, and there was Vitaly Kravtsov's name thrown in there here and there as well. The fact that the Rangers were able to get a top 10 protected pick in the first round and a fourth in the first place kind of blows my mind. Lundkvist was a former first-round pick himself back in 2018, 5'10", 187 as a right-handed defenseman guy, and he had been a pretty good offensively leaning defenseman in the SHL, boasting up a career season of 31 points in 45 games played. The season after, he had one more point, but he did that in 7 more games, so the point-per-game number was actually a lot better in 2019-20. But this recent season in 21-22, he wasn't really all too spectacular. He played 25 games with the regular Rangers, had 4 points, was not really given all too much opportunity. He had 15 points in 34 games with the Hartford Wolfpack in the AHL. And then there was the entire debate popping up saying, hey, this guy kind of wants out because he doesn't feel like he'll be able to crack and challenge for a spot with the Rangers D-Corps long term. Guess what? The Dallas Stars just lost out on John Klingberg, and they have themselves another opportunity to get some more players right here. And if Nils Lundkvist ends up becoming what it is that he can become, which is, in my opinion, a top 4 defenseman that plays maybe 19 minutes a night, maybe becomes a second power play guy, if not a first power play guy, and who maxes out at 30-40 points, this could be, for the price of a top 10 protected first-round pick and a fourth, a very good trade for Dallas sometime down the line. You're just going to have to make sure that Lundkvist projects properly, he develops properly, and he actually ends up becoming what you want him to become at the NHL level. I saw a few Rangers fans kind of freaking out saying, hey, Lundkvist got traded to Dallas, I hope we get a good return, because the last time the Rangers traded a defenseman to Dallas, it became like Sergei Zubov or whoever it was. So yeah, that was a pretty good player sometime back in the day, but Nils Lundkvist, this is an interesting one. To me, honestly, I feel like the fact that Lundkvist was kind of included in so many, just throw-in packages that the Rangers had for guys like Miller and everything, JT Miller, that is, by the way, kind of indicated to me that the Rangers really were handcuffed in this situation. Okay, they're trying to get rid of this guy. He wants out. How are they going to get value for this player? But the Dallas Stars end up giving that value to them. A first-round pick and a fourth. Oh my goodness. I get it, top 10 protected, but still. A first-round pick's a first-round pick. If everything goes right for the Dallas Stars, and by that I mean if everything goes wrong for them, if they crap the bed, let's say they finish, 12th worst in the NHL, all of a sudden, the Rangers turned Lundkvist, who was a 28th overall pick, into a top 15 pick sometime down the line 4 years later. That is actually crazy. Talk to me in the comments, though, all your thoughts about Nils Lundkvist being a new Dallas Star and the fact that he was sent over from the New York Rangers for this package. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.